Life is meant to be lived joyously. It truly is. If you're doing and living a life that's not joyous and happy, something is wrong and you need to make a change, right? We're here on this planet for a finite amount of time. Make it a good one. When my guru was dying, one of the last things he ever said was, "What an amazing life. I would not have traded it for anything in the world."
We are the only creature on the planet that's totally disoriented in our environment. All the little squirrels, the birds, all the animals are completely at home in their environment. They blend in. You and I are totally disoriented in our environment. We've been given the mental faculties to create our own environment.
The dignity of choice makes us different than all other life forms. And here's the choice: to become part of what we could be, enough to get by, or to become all that we can be. My best advice for you is to choose the all. Earn all you can, make all the friends you can, read as many books as you can, develop as many skills as you can, see as much as possible, do as much as possible, make as much fortune as possible, give as much of it away as possible. The max. There's no life like it.
Albert Einstein once observed that you have the most fundamental and major decision that you have to make in your life is this: do I live in a friendly or a hostile universe? Which is it? Is it a universe that is filled with hostility and anger and people wanting to hate each other and people wanting to kill each other? Is that what you see? Because when you see the world that way, that's exactly what you will create for yourself in your life.
It means that we are the artists as well as the art. We are the artists designing what we're about to live as the art of our society, of our communities that are evolving right now. So inspired evolution is, to me, when I hear the word inspired evolution, it says to me that I'm part of the process and I am an architect of the process rather than experiencing it as something happening to me.
And the moment you decide to no longer think the same way, make the same choice, act the same way, create the same experience, or live by the same emotion, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel unfamiliar. There is going to be a certain amount of uncertainty and unpredictability. And the moment you feel uncomfortable, you just stepped into the river of change.
When you start changing how you think, how you act, how you treat others, how you treat yourself, when you start responding instead of reacting to life, life will start responding to you. I'm telling you that you can do it with your lifestyle. You can do it with any part of your life.
One of my early teachers, Dr. Raymond Charles Barker, would repeatedly say, when there is a problem, there is not something to do, there is something to know. Our minds create our future. When we have something in our present that is undesirable, then we must use our minds to change the situation. And we can begin to change it this very second. It is my deep desire that the topic, how your thoughts work, be the very first subject taught in school. I have never understood the importance of having children memorize battle dates. It seems such a waste of mental energy. Instead, we could teach them important subjects such as how the mind works, how to handle finances, how to invest money for financial security, how to be a parent, how to create good relationships, and how to create and maintain self-esteem and self-worth. Imagine what a whole generation of adults would be like if they had been taught these subjects along with a regular curriculum. Think how these truths would manifest. We would have happy people who feel good about themselves. We would have people who are comfortable financially and who enrich the economy by investing their money wisely. They would have good relationships. They would be comfortable in parenthood and create another generation of children who feel good about themselves. Within all this, each person would remain an individual expressing their own creativity.
I believe that success is an inner concept. Inner concept. It is something that is part of your own inner development. When you have it inside of you, and you cultivate that, and that's what I want to try to help parents to do with their children. When you carry that around inside of you, you bring it to every single thing that you do in life. Everything that you do. You bring it to your children. You don't get it from raising them the right way. You don't get it by closing the deal. You bring it to every aspect of the deal. You don't get it by focusing on your commission and how much am I going to get, and if I divide this and if I do that, and always being concerned with your own quotas. You get it by forgetting about your quotas and focusing on your customers. You forget about you and all the things that you're going to get out of what you're doing in life as a happy, contented, fully functioning, no limit human being. You simply go out and advance confidently in the direction of your own dream and endeavor to live your own kind of life the way you choose, making every day a miracle. And success will chase after you and arrive in your life in amounts greater than you ever anticipated in any present moment of your life. There's an old parable, and the old parable goes like this. There's an old cat, and there's a little kitten out in the alley. The little kitten is chasing its tail. You ever see a little kitten do that? Chase and chase and chase and chase. The old cat comes up to him and stops him and says, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, "Well, I've been to cat philosophy school. I've been studying cat philosophy. And I've discovered that there are two things in the world that are important for a cat. One is that happiness is the most important thing for a cat. And two, that happiness is located in your tail." So what I've figured out is that if I chase it and chase it and chase it, and I finally get a hold of it and get it in my mouth, I will have a lock on eternal happiness. And the old cat said, "You know, I haven't had the opportunities to go to cat philosophy school like you. I've kind of wandered around the alleys all my life." He said, "You know, it's really amazing. I've learned the same things you have. I've learned that the most important thing for a cat is happiness, and indeed, that it is located in my tail." He said, "The only difference between you and I," he said, "I've discovered, is that if you go about your business and do the things that are important to you, it'll follow after you wherever you go."